Joining us, I'm Gary Libator. Also ahead, New Hartford police are looking for whomever broke into several cars last week. We'll have the details. But first, we're in store for a warm-up of sorts this weekend. Can you say 50s? Meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us from the Weather Center, and what a difference this weekend compared to last.
Yeah, so last weekend we were just in single digits and teens, and then this weekend our high temperatures are right near 50. So if you like the warm weather, it does look to even remain warmer into next week.
That's good for all those New Year's Eve revelers on Genesee Street in Utica.
Yes, so just around midnight we'll already be in the low to mid 40s. We will still be in that temperature range.
Nice.
Yes. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start this morning. We are not too chilly outside. Mohawk Valley and South seeing temperatures mainly in the 30s, 32 degrees in Whitesboro, 30 degrees in Earlville. Up north in the 20s, we have 18 degrees in Inlet, 21 degrees in Lake Pleasant, and we are remaining dry. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A beautiful day is actually expected today. We are going to be seeing high temperatures reach the mid 40s today with some sunshine. Black ice is possible this morning, though, as we do remain around and below freezing from the melting snow yesterday. Definitely iced over last night, so just be careful of that when heading out the door and driving. But we are going to warm up very quickly. Beautiful weather is expected today. Once again, partly cloudy skies, highs in the mid 40s, very, very mild for the end of December. And we will continue to see that snow melting even into next week. So for today, expect some sunshine, highs in the mid 40s, very pleasant weather. And I will be talking a little bit more about our holiday weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. The name of the man walking around Utica on Tuesday with a machete.
Welcome back. We did see some melting snow yesterday and we fell below freezing last night, so just be careful this morning. Anything that was untreated from yesterday probably froze over, so be careful walking outside or driving around this morning. But we are going to warm up pretty quickly today with highs in the mid 40s, and we are going to be dry with partly cloudy skies, so today looks actually to be very nice. As for tomorrow, some clouds move in. Isolated showers are possible throughout the day, but a cold front moves through Saturday evening, so we are going to be seeing some scattered showers starting later in the day on Saturday, so New Year's Eve, into New Year's Day on Sunday. But the good news is that at midnight on New Year's Eve, we will still be in the mid 40s. So here's a look at our holiday weekend forecast. Once again, scattered showers come in later in the day on New Year's Eve, and they linger into Sunday. But we are going to be mild. Highs are going to be near 50 for both of these days, in the mid 40s in the North Country. But otherwise, it's going to be pretty warm, I would say, for New Year's, Gary.
That's for sure, Hannah. Thank you. Our neighbors to the north in the town of Webb.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with partly clear skies this morning. It's a little bit chilly, but it really is going to warm up today. So let's take a look now at the CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Excuse me. Temperatures at this point are in the 20s to lower 30s, so we are still around and just below freezing. But today we actually are going to reach the mid 40s. So right now, taking a look at our local temperatures, it's cooler up to the north and towards the east. As we can see here, 21 degrees in Dowdesville, 22 degrees in Little Falls, 32 degrees in Whitesboro, and 31 degrees in Utica. Looking to the south, 29 degrees in Cooperstown, 28 degrees in Sherburne this morning. But high temperatures today are expected to reach the mid 40s, and we will remain dry with partly cloudy skies. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Still dry and just a little bit of a breeze coming out of the south. So if you are commuting anywhere this morning, I would just be careful for any icy spots because we saw melty snow yesterday. Definitely iced over as we fell below freezing last night. But for the evening commute, we will continue to see melting snow today. So the roads may be just a little bit wet, but otherwise it should be fine driving around today. And a few very nice days to maybe go shopping to return anything from Christmas or any holiday gifts. I would suggest for today or tomorrow. Saturday, maybe go a little bit earlier because we are going to start seeing scattered showers later in the day on Saturday. And also it is New Year's Eve, so definitely go a little bit earlier on Saturday. New Year's Eve night, though, is actually going to be pretty mild, and I would say it's going to be pretty nice, especially for the beginning of January. Temperatures around midnight are still going to be in the lower to mid 40s. We are going to be seeing a few scattered showers, but it doesn't look like any heavy rain is going to be impacting us. It's just going to be a few lighter showers and very mild. So if you do have anything planned outside, maybe bring the umbrella or the rain jacket, but you don't really need that heavy coat or anything because it is going to be pretty mild. So for the rest of today, expect temperatures to already reach already reached the low to mid 40s around noon. Still seeing sunshine, and we will remain partly cloudy today with an increase in clouds later on into the evening. So around dinner, we will still be in the lower 40s. Tonight, we will only fall into the upper 30s, so nothing is expected to freeze over. We will see cloudy skies overnight, and tomorrow a few isolated showers are possible, as we can see on our skycast. Not really showing too much rain, just a few pop-up showers here and there, and we are going to remain warm tomorrow with highs reaching the mid 40s once again. So for today, expect sunshine, a beautiful day in store. Highs are going to be in the mid 40s with overnight lows falling only into the upper 30s tonight with an increase in cloud cover. So tomorrow, a few isolated showers are possible. Not really a big deal. We will remain in the mid 40s, and we will warm up for Saturday. New Year's Eve, we will be near 50. We will see some rain looking to come in later in the day on Saturday due to a cold front. That does linger into New Year's Day on Sunday, but looking ahead, we even remain very warm into next week, Gary.
Wow, perfect warm up for the holiday weekend.
Yes, I love the warm weather, so I love this. I hate when last weekend it was in the teens and single digits. I hated it.
Yeah, the skiers definitely love the colder weather, though.
Yes.
Hannah, thank you. Welcome. Follow up now to a story we first told you about for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberty, where we have a lot to get to this morning. First, let's kick things off with a check of that Storm Tracker 2 forecast. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us from the Weather Center with a look at the day ahead. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Gary. We are going to be seeing actually beautiful weather today. We will reach the mid 40s, and we are going to be seeing partly cloudy skies.
Yeah, yesterday was a little cooler, and there were still a lot of walkers out yesterday, so today you can bet they're going to get
I
out.
agree. Yesterday felt pretty warm, I would say, because we were used to the teens and the single digits, so upper 30s, above freezing, it's going to feel warm.
A lot of walkers.
Yes, so let's take a look now at the temperatures to start this morning. If you did go out walking yesterday, probably another great day to do it today. It's going to be even warmer. So we are already starting out just around freezing. A lot of us are seeing temperatures in the 20s up to 30. We have 32 degrees in Whitesboro, 22 degrees in Little Falls, and we are going to remain dry. So here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar tracking dry conditions for all of today. So just watch out for some areas of patchy black ice this morning because we saw some melting snow yesterday, and that froze over last night because we were below freezing. But we are going to warm up pretty quickly. It's going to be a beautiful day with partly cloudy skies, even warmer than yesterday with highs in the mid 40s. So it's going to feel very, very nice outside, and we will continue to see that snow melt even into next week. For today, once again, partly cloudy, highs in the mid 40s. I will be talking a little bit more about our holiday weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Thank you, and don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10.
Welcome back. Today, right now, we are at 33 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome, so already just around a little bit above freezing. Some of us are in the 20s this morning, but we really will warm up pretty quickly today as we see some sunshine. So just be careful for some icy spots heading out the door, especially on sidewalks. But in the afternoon, things are going to continue to melt. That snow will continue to melt for at least the next couple of days, even into next week, because here's a look at our temperatures. We will be in the mid 40s today and near 50 degrees for tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, which is New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And then we remain above freezing in the 40s even into the beginning of next week. Gary.
Thank you. Some other news making headlines this morning. At least 11 people are
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are going to be seeing partly sunny skies today, and it is going to get very warm. Highs are going to be in the mid 40s. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Partly clear skies to start. A lot of us are still below freezing to start this morning, but we are going to warm up very quickly. It's going to be a beautiful day for the end of December. Taking a look at some of our local temperatures right now, we are ranging in the 20s to 30s, 21 degrees in Dowdesville, 31 degrees in Utica and in Whitesboro. Looking to the south, still 20s to 30s, 34 degrees in Sherburne and 30 degrees in Hamilton. But we are going to be dry today with plenty of sunshine. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and just a little bit of a breeze from the south. Honestly, it's going to be beautiful today with partly cloudy skies, even warmer than yesterday. So if you do want to do anything outside, go for a walk, run, great day to do that today. I would just be careful this morning. There are some areas of black ice just due to that we did fall below freezing last night and we did see melting snow yesterday. Before the evening commute, we should be warm at that time. The roads may be a little bit wet as we continue to see melting snow, but that shouldn't really be a problem. problem. If you do have any holiday returns to do or anything like that, I would say yes for today, tomorrow, maybe Saturday early. Our next chance of some scattered showers looks to be later in the day on Saturday, which of course is New Year's Eve as well. So maybe get out there a little bit early to do any returns on Saturday before the New Year's. And New Year's Eve is actually going to be, I would say, pretty nice. So if you are doing anything New Year's Eve outside, I would maybe just grab the umbrella because we are expecting scattered showers New Year's Eve later in the day into New Year's Day on Sunday. But around midnight, temperatures are still going to be in the low to mid 40s. So it's not going to be too cold. We won't be in the single digits or teens. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s. So maybe grab just a rain jacket and an umbrella. For the rest of today, we are going to warm up very quickly. We will reach the mid 40s around noon already, seeing sunshine. And then afternoon, we will start to see an increase in cloud cover around dinner time. We will be mostly cloudy at that point, temperatures in the low 40s. Tonight, clouds remain for the night. We will not fall too much in terms of temperature, only dropping to the upper 30s. And tomorrow, a few isolated showers are possible, as we can see on our skycast. Not really showing too much green. It's no big deal, just a pop-up shower or two as we remain mostly cloudy and warm throughout the day. For today, once again, going to be a beautiful, pleasant day. Sunshine, temperatures in the mid 40s, and an increase in cloud cover tonight as our low drops to just the upper 30s. For tomorrow, a few isolated showers are possible, but otherwise mostly cloudy, still in the mid 40s and getting very warm for the holiday weekend. Highs near 50. Scattered showers look to come in later in the day on New Year's Eve and into New Year's Day. And look at next week. It remains very warm into next week. Overnight lows look to not drop below freezing. We'll be right back.
From where the news comes.
I'm Gary Libitor. Also ahead, New Hartford police are looking for whomever broke into several vehicles over the past week. We'll have the details. But first, we are in store for a nice warm-up. Can you say 50 degrees? Meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us from the Weather Center, and I know a lot of folks getting ready to party over on Genesee Street in Utica are loving this.
Yeah, so at midnight on New Year's Eve, we'll still be in the lower to mid 40s, so it shouldn't be too cold. A few showers are expected, but maybe just like grab the rain jacket and the umbrella. It's not going to be too bad.
Yeah, good for them.
Yes, good for them. So let's take a look now at today. We are starting out around freezing and below freezing this morning, so it is a bit chilly. Black ice is possible. 22 degrees in Little Falls, 31 degrees in Whitesboro. But today is going to be beautiful. We will remain dry. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and we will be seeing partly cloudy skies. But just watch out for some black ice this morning. We did see melting snow yesterday, and we did see temperatures fall below freezing last night, so that definitely iced over a little bit. But we are going to warm up very quickly today, reaching the mid 40s. Beautiful weather with partly cloudy skies. It's going to be even better than yesterday, and we will continue to see the snow melt. So for today, expect sunshine, temperatures in the mid 40s, a little bit warmer than yesterday, and I will be talking a little bit more about our holiday weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. The name of the man walking.
Welcome back. I would just be careful this morning for any areas of black ice if you are walking outside or driving, because we did see some melting snow yesterday, and that definitely iced over because a lot of our temperatures fell below freezing last night. But we are going to be seeing temperatures reach the mid 40s pretty quickly today, so it should only be a problem for this morning. We are going to be seeing beautiful weather today. We will be dry with a few isolated showers possible tomorrow, and scattered showers look to come in New Year's Eve later in the day into New Year's Day, and that's due to a cold front moving through. But we do remain very, very mild, and this precipitation will be rain. So here's a look at our holiday weekend. Saturday, which is New Year's Eve, rain once again looks to come in later in the day. It looks to be cloudy throughout the day, and on Sunday it will linger into the morning. That's due to a cold front moving through. We are going to be very mild with highs near 50, and overnight lows are just going to be around 40. So around midnight we will still be in the low 40s, which is pretty warm, I would say, for New Year's Eve. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Our neighbors to the north in the town of Webb are
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are going to be seeing beautiful weather today with partly cloudy skies and temperatures reaching the mid-40s. So let's take a look now at the CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Partly clear skies to start this morning. Most of us are around and just below freezing, so black ice is possible as you do head out the door, but we are going to warm up pretty quickly today for overall, I would say, even better day than yesterday. According to our sky watchers this morning, once again, in the 20s to 30s, we have 32 degrees in Deerfield and New Hartford, 25 degrees in Old Forge, and looking to the south, 20s to 30s, once again, 24 degrees in Milford and 33 degrees in Cooperstown. We are dry this morning. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and we will remain dry today with a little bit of a breeze coming out of the south. Overall, it's going to be a beautiful day for the end of December and especially for winter. If you are heading out the door, though, I would just be careful on sidewalks and on roadways. There are a few icy spots, but we are going to warm up pretty quickly for the evening commute. The roads may be a little bit wet as we do see melting snow, but shouldn't be a problem otherwise. If you do have any holiday returns to do or anything like that, any presents you want to return, I would say yes for today, tomorrow, even Saturday earlier in the day. Our next chance of precipitation is tomorrow. A few isolated showers, though, no big deal, and scattered showers look to come in later in the day on New Year's Eve. Also, Saturday is New Year's Eve, so definitely get out earlier in the day if you do have to do any of that. But if you are heading out on New Year's Eve night, it shouldn't really be a problem. I would maybe just bring the rain jacket and the umbrella because we are going to be seeing a few showers. Otherwise, it's going to be very warm. You definitely don't need that big jacket. Temperatures around midnight will still be in the low to mid 40s. So overall, a pretty warm New Year's Eve is ahead. It's going to be very nice to feel this warm weather this weekend and even into next week. So for the rest of today, we will continue to see sunshine around noon, temperatures in the mid 40s. We will see an increase in cloud cover later in the afternoon, and around dinner time it will be mostly cloudy, temperatures in the low 40s. Tonight we only drop to the upper 30s, so black ice shouldn't be a problem. We remain above freezing, and tomorrow a few isolated showers are possible, but as you can see on our skycast, not really seeing too much green, so it shouldn't really be a problem. A pop-up shower is possible tomorrow, but otherwise cloudy skies, temperatures again in the mid 40s. For today, though, sunshine is expected. Highs will reach the mid 40s. Then we will see an increase in cloud cover this afternoon and evening, and overnight lows only fall into the upper 30s. Our overnight lows look to remain above freezing on our 7-day forecast, which means that all the melting snow doesn't even look to ice over again. We will be seeing some scattered showers coming in later in the day on New Year's Eve and into New Year's Day, but otherwise shouldn't really be too big of a problem. We will continue to see warm weather next week, Gary.
Holy cow, look at that 7-day forecast.
I know, and then next Wednesday, 54.
Man, the lowest is what, 40?
Yeah, and the lowest is 32 next week, but that's still above freezing.
Yeah, I mean during the day, 40.
Oh yeah, during the day, yeah.
Crazy.
Great.
Yeah. And be sure to like Half Hour. I'm Gary Liberatore. We have a lot to get to this morning. First, let's kick things off over in the Weather Center. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us now with some smiles for folks out there here in the Utica area who are planning on being on Genesee Street this Saturday night.
Yes, so Saturday night, it's going to be very warm. We'll still be in the 40s at midnight. There is just going to be a few showers, so I would just grab the umbrella or the rain jacket, but you don't need the heavy coat or anything.
I don't know if it was last year or a couple years ago, but people froze out there. It was bitter.
No. Yeah, if it's cold, I'm not going to be out there. Like, no way. But today will also be warm, so let's take a look right now at our temperatures. There is some icy spots out there this morning because we were above freezing yesterday with some snow melting, and we fell below freezing last night. So just be careful for black ice, but we are going to warm up very quickly today. Temperatures at this point, 22 degrees in Little Falls, 27 degrees in Westmoreland, and we are dry. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are going to be seeing partly cloudy skies today. It's going to be a beautiful day for the end of December. So just watch out for some black ice here this morning, but today is going to be very, very nice. We'll reach the mid 40s by late morning, early afternoon, and we will continue to see some sunshine, and we will continue to see the snow melt because starting today, we are not looking to see any temperatures fall below freezing, even for overnight lows over the next couple of days. So for today, expect some sunshine. Highs will reach the mid 40s. A beautiful day to spend some time outside this afternoon. Then we'll be talking a little bit more about our holiday weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Well, the death toll has risen to 34 because of the historic holiday weekend blizzard. 3 of the people still unidentified this morning. More than 4 feet of snow fell in the storm, and a warm-up is expected through the rest of the week, which could cause some flooding. The state is preparing with hundreds of pumps and hundreds of thousands of sandbags, and local counties right here in our area are helping with snow removal out in Erie County. Otsego County sent 10 members from their highway department to help out yesterday, and they brought various equipment to help clear the roads. The county also sent 2 members of the Special Operations Team, and they're helping stranded people or anyone who needs medical attention. On top of tragedy, though, Buffalo Police.
Welcome back. This morning we are measuring 29 degrees now at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. Our temperature has dropped a little bit before sunrise, so black ice is possible this morning, as we did see melting snow yesterday, and we are below freezing for most of us to start. So just be careful for any areas on the sidewalk or on the roadways. Black ice definitely possible, but we are really going to warm up today, causing wet roadways and wet sidewalks from melting snow in the afternoon once we warm up. Looking ahead to our next couple of days, we do look to remain above freezing even for the overnight lows. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, near 50 degrees for the high temperature. We drop in temperature on Monday due to a cold front, but still in the 40s, and we do look to get a lot warmer next week. Gary.
Thank you. Some other news making headlines this morning. At least 11 people are dead after a
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are going to be seeing beautiful weather today for the end of December, with high temperatures reaching the mid-40s and sunshine. Let's take a look now at the CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Partly clear skies to start this morning. Our temperatures are mostly below freezing, so black ice is definitely possible from melting snow yesterday. We are going to warm up pretty quickly, though, with highs in the mid-40s. According to our sky watchers, once again, it looks like we all are below freezing. 25 degrees in Old Forge and 32 degrees in Deerfield and New Hartford. Looking to the south, we have 29 degrees in Hartwick and 28 degrees in Lawrence and in West Lawrence, with high temperatures today reaching the mid-40s. We are also going to remain dry. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are going to be seeing partly cloudy skies and a little bit of a breeze coming out of the south. Overall, it's going to be a beautiful day for the end of December. So Naller and her neighbor Spaz today are super excited to see the warm weather and the sunshine coming through the window. They are saying hi to each other this morning. Spaz is actually 17 and a half years old. It looks like he is all ready for New Year's with his little garland around him. Just be careful for a few icy spots when driving around this morning, but once we really start to warm up, we will be seeing melting snow again for the evening commute, but that shouldn't really be a problem other than some wet conditions on the roads. And if you do have to do any holiday returning, any Christmas present returning, today would be a great day to do that. Same thing goes for tomorrow. I definitely recommend getting out early on Saturday, because also it's New Year's Eve on Saturday, and some scattered showers do like to come in on Saturday afternoon. So New Year's Eve at night, it's going to be mild. Around midnight, we will still be in the lower 40s. A few showers are possible, though, so if you are going to be outside at all on New Year's Eve at night at midnight, I would definitely just grab the umbrella and maybe the rain jacket. Definitely don't need a heavy jacket, though, because we will still be in the lower 40s. For the rest of today, we are tracking sunshine, warm weather. Temperatures will reach the mid-40s around noon, and we will start to see an increase in cloud cover in the afternoon, so around dinner it will be mostly cloudy, temperatures in the low 40s. Tonight, we will remain mostly cloudy, only dropping into the upper 30s, though, so nothing should really ice over tonight. And as for tomorrow, it is going to remain cloudy throughout the day. A few isolated showers are possible, but as we can see on our skycast here, nothing really to worry about. It would just be a pop-up shower or two as possible throughout the day. For today, once again, sunshine. It's going to be a beautiful day, feeling a little bit more like fall, I would say. Temperatures in the mid-40s, and tonight we will only drop into the upper 30s with an increase in cloud cover. A few isolated showers are possible tomorrow, and scattered showers look to come in Saturday afternoon due to a cold front moving through. That will linger into New Year's Day, but it is going to be very mild with highs near 50 and overnight lows on New Year's Eve just around 40. We are going to be seeing warm weather even continue into next week. Gary.
Yeah, again, we can't wait for that. Nice warm weather for New Year's Eve.
Yes, I'm excited.
That's for sure. And if you are just waking up, we have much more.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on this Thursday morning. I'm Gary Liberatore. Let's kick things off with a check of your Storm Tracker 2 forecast. We are in store for a warm-up. That's right. Can you say 50 degrees? Meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us now, and those 50s coming over the weekend, though, right?
Yes, so we will be near 50 for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Today, though, is going to be beautiful with sunshine and highs in the mid-40s.
Wow, what a great day to get out and walk.
Yes, it's going to be even warmer than yesterday, so it should be a really nice day.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of them out there.
Yes, so let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are starting around and just below freezing this morning. We have 22 degrees in Little Falls, 26 degrees in Westmoreland, and 31 degrees in Whitesboro and Earlville. But we will remain dry. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar tracking dry conditions for all of today with partly cloudy skies. I would just be careful for some areas of black ice this morning because we did see melting snow yesterday and we did fall below freezing last night. But we are going to warm up very quickly with highs in the mid-40s. Beautiful weather, especially for the end of December. And we will continue to see temperatures above freezing. So the melting snow will continue even into next week. For today, once again, sunshine, beautiful warm weather, highs in the mid-40s, and I will be talking a little bit more about our holiday weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. The name of the man walking
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are tracking partly sunny skies today, and it's going to be very warm with highs reaching the mid-40s. Let's take a look now at our CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. To start, there is a beautiful sunrise outside, so make sure you get a look at that. And we are going to be seeing very pleasant weather today, especially for the end of December. According to our sky watchers this morning, we are below and just around freezing, so black ice is possible. Be very careful of that when heading out the door. 32 degrees in Deerfield and New Hartford, 21 degrees in Westdale. Looking to the south, we have 33 degrees in Cooperstown and 28 degrees in Lawrence and West Lawrence. But the good news is that we will warm up very quickly as we are seeing sunshine and we will remain dry. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Just a little bit of a breeze coming out of the south with highs reaching the mid-40s. So if you do want to go for a walk or a run, perfect day for that. If you do have any holiday presents to return, any gifts to return, I would say yes for today and tomorrow. Earlier on Saturday, because our next chance of rain is later in the day on Saturday. Also, it is New Year's Eve later in the day on Saturday. If you do have anything planned for New Year's Eve at night, if you are going to be outside at all, it should be nice and mild. Overnight lows are just going to be around 40, so midnight we will still be in the low 40s. The only thing is that we are going to be seeing a few scattered showers, so I would maybe grab the light rain jacket or the umbrella. You definitely don't need the heavy coat though, because we are not going to be freezing cold. Once again, temperatures only in the low 40s, so overall pretty warm New Year's. We are going to be seeing scattered showers looking to come in New Year's Eve at night on Saturday, and that will linger into New Year's Day a little bit, but it still will be warm. As for today, though, beautiful day to get outside. Around noon, we will already be in the mid-40s, continuing to see sunshine, and we will see an increase in clouds this afternoon and evening. So around dinner, already mostly cloudy, temperatures just around 40, and overnight lows only dropping into the upper 30s. So black ice shouldn't really be a possibility for tomorrow morning. As for tomorrow, we are going to remain cloudy. It looks mostly dry throughout the day and warm. A few isolated showers are possible, but as we can see, not a lot of green on our skycast. It could just be a pop-up shower or two. As for today, though, sunshine. Highs are going to be mid-40s. Great day to get outside, go for a walk or a run. As for tonight, only dropping into the upper 30s with an increase in cloud cover. New Year's is going to get a little bit warmer. New Year's Eve will be near 50. Same thing with New Year's Day. We are going to be seeing scattered showers looking to come in New Year's Eve later in the day, and that will linger into New Year's Day. And looking ahead to next week, we remain on the warmer side. Overnight lows stay all above freezing.
Outside and enjoy the sunshine and warmer temperatures. This walker right behind me got out there this morning along the trails over in Whitestown. It definitely feels a bit like spring here in late December, and the temperatures are going to rise even further this holiday weekend. But with all that snow on the ground, there is some concern of potential flooding. Meteorologist Hannah Evans is in the Weather Center tracking things for us. Hannah, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Gary. We are going to be very warm today. Obviously, there is the possibility to see some flooding as we do remain very warm over the next couple of days, even into next week. So right now, already measuring 43 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. A little bit of a breeze outside, but overall, a very beautiful and pleasant day, especially for the end of December. Tracking dry conditions still. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and it will remain dry for all of today. Looking ahead to the weekend, though, that is when things do look to change. A cold front moves through on New Year's Eve afternoon. That brings in a few scattered showers for New Year's Eve later in the day into New Year's Day before clearing out. But overall, we are going to be pretty warm. We see most of our highs are going to be in the upper 40s, right near 50 degrees, and overnight lows just around 40 degrees. So it won't be too cold if you will be outside for New Year's Eve. I would maybe just grab a rain jacket or an umbrella. So for the rest of today, make sure you get outside and enjoy it. It's going to be very nice. Highs in the mid-40s with sunshine. I will be talking a little bit more about this warmer weather coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Oneida County is keeping an eye on the weather as well. County officials tell us crews are already out inspecting areas in Whitestown, Whitesboro, Kirkland, and other low-lying areas that have been prone to flooding in the past. Again, with this warm-up, some of the snow that we have received is expected to melt. We also talked with Whitestown Town Supervisor Sean Coletta this morning. He says there's always a concern, but right now he says the Sequoit Creek is in good shape. He says it's looking like the thaw might be gradual in nature, which is positive, and he will be keeping an eye on things, and we will as well. So keep it here on News Channel 2 for the very latest over the next few days. And piles of snow line the streets of Buffalo today. Check this out right here. Cars still buried in neighborhoods. The travel ban, though, has finally been lifted, but the recovery from the recent blizzard in the city is far from over. NBC's Jesse Kirsch joins us now from Buffalo with the very latest.
Here in Buffalo, for the first time in almost 6 full days since the blizzard began, people are now allowed to drive on city streets. The travel ban lifted overnight, but you can see behind me, road conditions are still far from perfect. And that has been leading to questions as to why cleanup is taking so long. That has led to finger pointing as the death toll here climbs. Unfortunately, we are approaching 40 people confirmed dead. At this point, the number just below that. And we continue to expect that the number may rise because there is a warm-up on the way. That will lead to snow melting because there's also going to be rain. And the police here believe that more bodies will be found once the snow starts to melt. That is the grim reality on the ground here. But we also continue to hear inspiring stories. And going back to the rain and the warmer temperatures and the snow melt, there was this concern that there could potentially be some flooding. The National Weather Service says that if there is flooding here, it will be minimal. That is relieving news. Jesse Kirsch, NBC News, Buffalo, New York.
A special school board meeting will be held tonight.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is going to be a beautiful day outside for the rest of the day with some sunshine and temperatures in the 40s. Let's take a look now at the Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. A little bit breezy, we can see the flag blowing, but we are seeing nice sunshine. The snow will continue to melt, so the roads may be a little bit wet, but we are very warm. So let's take a look at what our sky watchers have. Most of us are in the 40s at this point. 45 degrees in Clinton and Otsego, 42 degrees in Mohawk. Once again, we will continue to rise today, reaching the mid-40s for the high temperature. It's going to feel very, very warm, especially since we have been seeing temperatures in the single digits and teens. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, still tracking dry conditions and a little bit of a breeze coming out of the south, but overall a beautiful, pleasant day is expected across our region. So Nala and her neighbors Spaz today, very happy. It is warm. They can feel the sun coming through the window. Spaz here looks very ready for New Year's as well. And also Spaz is 17 and a half years old. So today, if you are commuting anywhere, just be careful for some snow melting. That could cause some wet conditions on the roads, but otherwise it should be fine. And we don't look to drop below freezing tonight, so black ice shouldn't be a problem after the snow melting today. So looking at our temperatures, we do remain in the mid to upper 40s. We will be near near 50 actually for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. A cold front does move through on New Year's Eve and day, and that drops our temperature on Monday, but that only drops it still in the 40s. We'll still be above freezing, and we will still continue to see the snow melt even into next week. So if you do have any holiday returns to do, any presents to return or exchange, I would say yes for today, tomorrow, Saturday, maybe earlier on because it is New Year's Eve, and we are going to be seeing scattered showers looking to come in Saturday afternoon. So if you are doing anything for New Year's Eve at night outside, it's going to be fine in terms of temperature. Pretty warm actually, around midnight, just still in the low 40s, so it's pretty warm for that, but we are going to be seeing scattered showers starting on New Year's Eve in the afternoon, and that looks to linger into New Year's Eve during the day on Sunday. So maybe just grab the rain jacket or the umbrella if you will be outside on New Year's Eve. For the rest of today, we will start to see an increase in cloud cover, and it will turn mostly cloudy by dinner. So just around 40 degrees at dinner time with cloudy skies, and cloudy skies continue overnight with the low just in the upper 30s. Tomorrow we will remain cloudy. It looks mostly dry, but we can see here a few areas of green, so a pop-up shower or two is possible throughout the day tomorrow. Still warm though. So as for today, expect highs in the mid-40s. Beautiful weather, especially for end of December, almost New Year's. And tonight, upper 30s. We will see an increase in cloud cover, but no black ice is possible tonight from the melting snow. A pop-up shower or two is possible tomorrow as we see mostly cloudy skies. A cold front looks to start to move through New Year's Eve afternoon. That brings in scattered showers through New Year's Day, and once that cold front moves through, we do drop in temperature a little bit for Monday, but we're still warm, and we get even warmer next week, Gary.
And get out there today with that sunshine.
Yes, it's beautiful out.
It is gorgeous. Hannah, thank you. Southwest Airlines has canceled in this half hour. Once again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking warmer weather for today, and it is going to remain warm at least until next week. In the middle of the week, we are looking at highs in the 40s. So right now we are measuring 43 degrees at the Gervais Park Airport in Rome. A little bit breezy outside, but overall we are seeing sunshine, a beautiful day to go for a walk or for a run, and we will remain dry. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things do change for the holiday weekend, but we still remain on the warmer side. A cold front looks to start moving through New Year's Eve in the afternoon. That brings in scattered showers that linger into New Year's Day. But if you all do have any plans New Year's Eve at night, it is going to be very mild. Overnight lows are just around 40 degrees. So if you are heading out, maybe just grab the jacket or the rain jacket and the umbrella because we are going to be seeing showers, but you don't need that heavy coat because it is not going to be too cold. For the rest of today, though, we will be dry with sunshine. Make sure you get outside and enjoy it. I will be talking a little bit more about this warm-up and going a little bit more into the holiday weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Now back to Western New York, where hard-hit Buffalo is finally reopening its roads. But there are also renewed questions about officials' response to the storm as the death toll keeps climbing. NBC's Jesse Kirsch has been following this story for us from Buffalo and joins us now from there with the latest.
This morning, some relief for residents of Buffalo. The National Guard going door to door for wellness checks, and overnight the city's travel ban finally expiring. All this amid concerns food and medication could be running low.
Being able to lift the travel ban safely now will allow people to do those important things.
The announcement coming late Wednesday after Erie County's executive called the city's response embarrassing.
Mayor's not going to be happy to hear about it, but storm after storm after storm after storm, the city, unfortunately, is the last one to be opened, and that shouldn't be the case.
I'll say that my full focus today, as it has been during the duration of the storm, has been to serve the needs of the residents of the city of Buffalo and get our city back open.
Leaders were pressed on whether the travel bans should have been issued earlier as Western New York's death toll rises to nearly 40.
The grim reality is that we know we're going to find more bodies when the snow starts to melt.
But already the losses are staggering. Erie County says 17 people killed were found outside. Casey Macarone says a stranger discovered her 52-year-old mother, Monique Alexander, lying dead in the snow Christmas Eve.
He put her under an awning so that she wouldn't be buried under snow. And you can just tell when we spoke on video chat how sorry he was. He was crying. We were crying together.
Amid the heartbreak, some stories of hope from the city of good neighbors. One woman says she and her boyfriend rescued a man from the cold before turning to social media for help getting him to a hospital. Then there's this barbershop owner who says his business became a refuge for many escaping the brutal storm, though some would leave, taking their chances in the blizzard.
I had an opportunity to help people. I genuinely would do it again. I just did it so people could be warm.
NBC's Jesse Kirsch reporting. On top of the tragic loss of life and the cleanup, Buffalo police are now searching for people whom they say were looting stores during this weekend's historic winter storm. Police have responded to calls from several businesses and have already made a few arrests. Videos posted to social media show people allegedly breaking into and robbing a Family Dollar, a 7-Eleven, and a liquor store, just to name a few.
People have absolutely outright destroyed some of the stores and the markets that community, those particular communities depend on a daily basis. We have already got tips on who you are. Expect a knock on your door. We are coming for you. We will make arrests.
Police say most of the looters are just using the storm as an excuse to steal rather than out of desperation for essential supplies. The IRS has made a decision to delay implementing a new tax law when it comes to apps like PayPal or
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking a beautiful day today with sunshine and temperatures in the 40s. Let's take a look now at the Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. A little bit breezy. We can see the flag blowing, but we are seeing sunshine, very, very warm, warmer than what we are used to, and it is going to continue to stay warm even into next week. According to our sky watchers, most of us are in the 40s at this point. 45 degrees in Clinton and Otsego, and 42 degrees in Mohawk. High temperatures today will reach the mid-40s, and we will be getting even warmer tomorrow and for the weekend. We are still tracking dry conditions on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. There is just a little bit of a breeze coming out of the south, but overall a beautiful day. Pretty warm, especially for the end of December. It is going to get even warmer tomorrow with mostly cloudy skies. A few isolated showers are possible. As we head into the holiday weekend, highs near 50 for both Saturday and Sunday. We are going to be seeing scattered showers, though, starting in the afternoon on New Year's Eve, which is Saturday, into New Year's Day on Sunday. That's due to a cold front. That will drop our temperature a little bit for the beginning of next week, but overall 40 degrees, that's still pretty warm for this time of year, and that is still above freezing, so the thaw will continue next week. If you do have any holiday returns to do, have to do any present exchanging, I would say yes for today, tomorrow, and Saturday earlier before the rain comes in. Maybe Saturday night is also New Year's Eve, so definitely maybe want to get that done a little bit earlier in the day. If you do have anything planned outside for New Year's Eve, I would probably recommend just a rain jacket or an umbrella because scattered showers are going to be possible, but it is not going to be too cold. Temperatures around midnight, still around 40 degrees, so it is going to feel pretty mild outside. You definitely don't need the heavy coat as if it were in the teens and single digits. Probably just the rain jacket and the umbrella. For the rest of today, we will continue to see sunshine, highs in the mid-40s, and around dinner, we will see cloudy skies. So we will see an increase in cloud cover. Temperatures around dinner, right around 40 degrees, and clouds continue overnight with the low just in the upper 30s. We remain mostly cloudy tomorrow. It does look mostly dry, but a pop-up shower or two is possible as we can see a little bit of green on our radar. So for the rest of today, expect dry conditions, beautiful weather, highs in the mid-40s, and we remain warm with an increase in cloud cover overnight. No black ice is possible. Tomorrow, a pop-up shower is possible. Scattered showers look to come in New Year's Eve later in the day into New Year's Day due to a cold front, and we remain warm and above freezing even into next week, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. As we head into the new year, there are
Buffalo, and today the city reopened its roads. Unfortunately, the death toll is still rising, at least 40 fatalities. 2 members of the Otsego County Special Operations Team just got home from helping. Jeremy Hilton and Michael Simons worked 15 to 16-hour shifts and helped with a backlog of 1,000 EMS calls. It wasn't easy to get into the neighborhoods. 6 to 8 foot snow drifts blocked their way. The two brought with them an off-road vehicle with tracks to get up and over the snowbanks.
When we were going door to door with our Argo to check the welfare and try and help with the backlogged EMS calls, and some people were answering the doors, some people have already found a different way to get to a facility if they needed to. It was very difficult to reach some of these spots.
Yeah, I'll say that the people we did actually make contact with were very genuinely very appreciative that we were there. The city had basically shut down for a brief period of time, and these calls were kind of backing up and piling up, and they're very grateful someone was there to come check on them.
The biggest concern now is the melting snow and flooding. 10 Otsego County DPW workers are in the city right now helping with snow removal. Here at home, the snowpack is melting, and that has the Department of Public Works in Oneida County inspecting flood-prone and low-lying areas. We also checked in with Whitestown Town Supervisor Sean Coletta, who says the Sequoia Creek is in good shape there. He says there's always a concern, but right now it looks like the thaw will be gradual, which means we can enjoy the temperatures right now. Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis talks about the rise in temperature.
Yeah, and we are always concerned about flooding as we get into the springtime, anytime we get melting snow, but it's the heavy rain that really instigates flooding, and we're not going to get that in this extended thaw that we're expecting. Current temperature is 44 degrees. It's turned out to be a very mild day. And again, with a lot of melting snow, there's always the concern for black ice as temperatures cool off tonight. However, we'll stay above freezing overnight, so that's not going to be an issue tonight. Live look at the Yorkville Bowery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking dry. Our weather headlines. Again, the snow melt continues overnight. It's mild again tomorrow. We're just going to ramp this up. Temperatures will continue to get warm. The thaw continues into 2023. We'll let you know if there's an end in sight. This evening, cloudy skies, temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. We're tracking the weather as we head into the weekend, and we'll let you know how conditions look if you're going to be heading out New Year's Eve night. Look at that forecast is coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Massive flight cancellations continue.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are continuing to track very mild temperatures as we head throughout the rest of the week and into early next week. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Cavity Tower Cam. We're overlooking the city of Utica. A very small amount of twilight in the background here. We are going to hold on to cloudy skies as we head into tonight. That's going to help temperatures remain above freezing. When we have these days in the wintertime where we get a lot of melting snow, we're always worried in the back of our minds of patchy black ice forming at night. But in this stretch of weather, this unusually warm weather, we're going to stay above freezing at night, and that's going to be the case for the next several days. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry. Our temperature trend, again, look at the overnight lows here. 38 tonight. We'll see overnight lows in the 40s tomorrow night as well as Saturday night. Temperatures will be climbing into the 40s just about every day. Could get close to 50 on Saturday. Even as it cools down on Sunday and Monday, we're still above freezing, and then next week we really start to take off. Temperatures look to climb into the 50s and then some as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. Making plans for Saturday night, the weather looks to be very mild as we head into the new year. Temperatures look to be in the 40s as we turn the page and head into 2023. Some showers around. We might even see some patchy fog as well, and that could slow down travel if you're going to be heading to or from a New Year's Eve party. Temperatures this evening in the upper 30s, Dalziel 39, Little Falls 39, Whitesboro 45. Across Southern Valleys, 46 in Sherburne, 45 in Cooperstown, and 44 degrees in Skidivas. If you are taking the dog out for a walk this evening, again, temperatures remain above freezing. We'll be in the low 40s to upper 30s. Tonight's featured dog is Nellie from Mohawk. If you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. Temperatures will remain above freezing as our winds remain to the south thanks to high pressure. This is going to be our weather pattern over the next several days, and we'll be generally dry over the next couple of days before our rain chances increase as we head into the weekend. Cloudy tonight, overnight lows drop down only into the upper 30s. We start out tomorrow morning with temperatures near 40. It's a cloudy and generally mild day. We may see a brief shower, especially in the afternoon and early evening. That doesn't last for long. The weather remains cloudy tomorrow night, and then some rain will be arriving as we head into late Saturday. Cloudy tonight down to 38. Tomorrow, a cloudy day, a brief shower, high of 49. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Some showers around Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures in the 50s on Saturday, low 40s Sunday, and we'll make a run into the 50s again by Tuesday and Wednesday. Coming up in a few minutes, we're looking back at 2022 and how things looked locally in terms of our local weather.
All right, and speaking of New Year's and making resolutions, are you looking to hop on the New Year's goal train and really untraditional?
Yeah.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis is here to fill us in. The temperatures are rising.
Yeah, we're going to be pretty warm here heading into the new year. Looks like we're going to be in the 40s Saturday night. Let's take a look at the year that was. I know we're not technically done, but we're mostly done. We've had a lot of warmer than average months. We started out January really cold, but that was one of the more significant cooler months of the year. More months of this year were above average compared to below average. In terms of precipitation, too, let me just show you, we've actually had a relatively dry year. We only had a couple of months where we've seen a little bit more than average precipitation, but then the fall was really dry, especially October, where we've had less than half as much rain as we typically do. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's quiet. It's going to stay warm. This thaw is not going anywhere anytime soon. It's likely to stick around into the middle of January. Cloudy skies this evening. Temperatures remain above freezing. We're tracking some very mild days as we head into the new year. Look at that forecast that's coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Nearly a week after a deadly blizzard moved in.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Mild weather looks to stick around as we head into the end of the week and into the new year. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Utica National Tower Cam overlooking Cooperstown. Another day with melting snow. It was a relatively slow snow melt, but as temperatures warm up and as the humidity comes up, the snow melt will start to accelerate, especially as we head into tomorrow and over the weekend as temperatures make a run towards 50 degrees. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, it's looking dry across the area. We do not fall below freezing tonight, so our concerns of ice forming are relatively low. I think sidewalks will stay wet tonight as well as tomorrow, and that will be the case here over the next several days as snow continues to melt. Unfortunately, this is not good news for winter enthusiasts. If you like winter recreation, skiing, snowmobiling, sledding, the snow is not going to be in great shape here over the next couple of days. Very slushy conditions will continue into the weekend as the snow continues to melt. Temperatures this evening in the 40s, Millville 42 degrees, Micah New Hartford 42, 45 in Clinton. Across the southern valleys, Ted and Morris with 44 degrees, Edmonton 44, and Jason in Newport checks in with 40 degrees. We've got high pressure that will drive our weather. It's not going to keep us clear. We've got some clouds working in from the west, but it will help to steer some warmer weather into our region. Cloudy skies tonight. Overnight lows remain above freezing. We'll drop into the upper 30s. Starting out in the low 40s tomorrow morning. It'll be a dry and generally gloomy day. It's those low, thick stratus clouds that'll be around throughout the entire afternoon. But we will be above freezing. We'll climb into the mid-40s. A small chance for a passing shower as we head into the afternoon. That doesn't last for very long. Heading into Saturday, we start out with, again, cloudy skies, temperatures in the low 40s. Rain looks to develop as we head into Saturday afternoon. It's looking to be on the light side, but if you are going to be traveling Saturday evening and into Saturday night, some scattered light rain showers are in the forecast. Looks mild on Saturday. Temperatures close to 50 degrees. And then heading into Saturday night, your New Year's Eve celebrations. Again, keep the umbrella handy. Looking pretty mild, though. Temperatures in the 40s. Cloudy tonight down to 38. Tomorrow, a cloudy day with a brief shower. High temperature of 49. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Close to 50 on Saturday with some rain developing later in the day. Looking at some rain early set on Sunday, and then we'll get a chance to dry out. Monday looking dry, mostly cloudy, 43. A surge of warmth. Temperatures in the 50s Tuesday and Wednesday with some rain. Highs in the low 40s still. Looking ahead to next Thursday. We'll be right back.
Since the start of the blizzard in Buffalo, and the city today has reopened the roads. Unfortunately, the death toll is rising. At least 40 fatalities. 2 members of the Otsego County Special Operations Team just got home. Jeremy Hilton and Michael Simons worked 15 to 16-hour shifts and helped with a backlog of, get this, 1,000 EMS calls. It wasn't easy to get into the neighborhoods. They say 6 to 8 foot snow drifts blocked their way. The two brought with them an off-road vehicle with tracks to help get up and over the snow.
There was a lot of snow drifts, impassable roads that weren't touched.
Especially on the side streets, so a lot of the residential neighborhoods would either have minimal paths through them or no paths at all. So everyone was very appreciative, and I think really respected. There was crews from all over the state. I think the furthest one we saw was from down in Long Island. There was an ambulance crew that came up to help. There was lots of people from all over the state that were there, and I think the community really seemed to acknowledge that, which was nice to see.
The biggest concern for Buffalo right now is the melting snow and the potential for flooding. 10 Otsego County DPW workers are still there helping with snow removal. Here at home, our snowpack is melting as well. That has the Department of Public Works in Oneida County inspecting flood-prone and low-lying areas. We also checked in with Whitestown Town Supervisor Sean Coletta, who says the Sequoia Creek is in good shape. He says there's always a concern, but right now it looks like this thaw will be gradual enough to keep problems at bay. Let's get you over to the Weather Center and talk about those temperatures with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Yeah, we continue to keep an eye on temperatures and melting snow. Melting snow is just part of the things, part of the picture when we're looking at flooding. We also need to have heavy rain. Thankfully, we are not seeing any heavy rain in the forecast. We will be seeing those warmer temperatures and melting snow over the next 7 days. Current temperature 42 degrees. It's been a mild day. We've seen some sunshine, but the clouds are back, and those clouds are going to help us from falling below freezing tonight. And despite the cloudy skies, we are looking at dry weather. Our weather headlines, it's above freezing tonight, so we don't have to worry about patchy black ice. We saw that over the past several nights, but we'll stay above freezing tonight. It's mild again tomorrow. It's going to be mild for the next 7 days as we head into the start of 2023. We're going to take a look at if there's any signs of cooler weather in sight. This evening, temperatures remain above freezing. We'll be in the upper 30s to low 40s under cloudy skies. We're taking a look at the forecast as we head into the holiday weekend, and that's coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Assemblywoman Marianne Button-John.
Most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Mild weather continues in central New York. We're going to stay above freezing over the next several days, not only during the day, but also at night. Let's take a live look outside. Cavity Tower Cam is overlooking the city of Utica, and we are looking at dry weather across the region. If you're heading out and about, maybe going out to dinner or doing some shopping, the weather is looking great. We will stay above freezing tonight, and that's going to be the case over the next several nights. That's what makes this thaw so unusual. It's not unusual to get temperatures in the 40s, even occasionally 50, even in the middle of winter, but staying above freezing at night is pretty hard to do. And we're looking to do this consecutive days as we head throughout the rest of the week, the weekend, and into early next week. Even warmer weather is in sight as we head into the middle of next week. Heading out on New Year's Eve night, the weather is not going to feel like the middle of winter. Temperatures will be in the mid-40s. Some showers will be around. We might even see some fog too. But again, it should be easy to get around aside from the wet weather that we're expecting here Saturday night. Temperatures across the area from our sky watchers: West Leiden 41 degrees, Old Forge 39, Middleville 42, Clinton 45. Across Southern Valleys, Cooperstown 46, Newport 40, and Whitesboro checking in with 46 degrees. We've got high pressure driving our weather. Some clouds have approached from the west, and it will be a generally cloudy weather pattern as we head into the next few days. Looking at overcast skies tonight, temperatures stay above freezing, so surfaces look to be wet as we head throughout the night and into the day tomorrow as snow continues to melt. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, cloudy skies, temperatures in the low 40s. We're expecting those low, dark stratus clouds, making it feel kind of gloomy tomorrow, but it is going to be a mild day. Temperatures climb into the mid-40s. We might see a brief sprinkle too, especially in the afternoon. We're generally dry Friday night, and as we head into Saturday, again, the warmth continues. We're in the low 40s Saturday morning. Widespread rain looks to break out heading into Saturday afternoon, beginning around 2 o'clock and continuing into Saturday evening and Saturday night. And tonight, cloudy skies down to 38 degrees. Tomorrow, a mild and generally cloudy afternoon, a high of 49. Storm Tracker 2's 7-day forecast. Rain will be developing Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. It's not going to be all that heavy, though, but it will be widespread. We're near 50 Saturday and then into the low 40s on New Year's Day. Monday's looking dry, 43. The warmth ramps up. We're into the mid-50s on Tuesday and Wednesday, along with some more rain. Kristen, back to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. Still ahead here, the Syracuse Orange take on the Minnesota
of the winter storm that has paralyzed western New York. While authorities continue to search for and identify potential victims, a new threat is emerging. Mike Valerio has the latest.
As the massive amount of snow from the historic blizzard that struck western New York begins to melt.
As it warms up toward the end of the week, reaches 50 degrees, we expect that there will be some flooding. We've seen these patterns before, after storms.
But officials say the flood threat may not be as bad as initially forecast.
We're not really too concerned with any flooding, although some of our districts right now are doing some snow ditching, opening up drainage inlets so that this gradual melt will take place.
Right now, officials are working to name the unidentified victims of the storm and say they expect the death toll to rise in the coming days.
Some of those families don't even know their loved one is dead yet. There are additional bodies that have been received that are believed to be blizzard deaths, but they do need to have an autopsy and additional work done.
Now, nearly 1 week after the storm hit, a driving ban in the city of Buffalo has been downgraded to a travel advisory. And at least 3 states have sent in help to get the city up and running again, which officials say has been expensive.
We're using about 2,000 gallons of diesel every 4 hours. We're really kind of spending about $1 million a day, including $1 million yesterday to open up the southern part of Buffalo.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Well, here at home, the snowpack is melting as well, and that has the Department of Public Works in Oneida County inspecting flood-prone and low-lying areas. We also checked in with Whitestown Supervisor Sean Coletta, who says the Sequoia Creek is in good shape there. He says there's always a concern, but right now it looks like the thaw will be gradual. Let's take a first look at your forecast tonight at 10 with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. And Bill, despite the cooler temperatures we've had, ice around the area is still not safe.
Yeah, I know a lot of folks like to ice fish, and I know many folks have some time off. And even though we've had some cooler weather settle in, this is just a reminder that it doesn't take much warm weather to put an end to ice fishing. In fact, if there's not at least 2 inches of ice on the ground, it is ice on the water. It's unsafe to be on. And again, we're going to be looking at temperatures that are going to be much warmer here. And on a serious note, just be very, very careful. And definitely avoid ice fishing here as the warmer weather continues to arrive in central New York. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look dry across the area. Temperatures remain above freezing. 37 degrees is the current temperature. That will prevent any ice from forming tonight. We will continue to see some warmer temperatures overnight under mostly cloudy skies. Very mild weather. We're going to take a look at how warm it gets. And I'll look at how things shape up as we head into the new year, and that's coming up. Ben, back to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. It's not New Year's yet, but confetti.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look outside. This is our Cavy Tower Cam overlooking the city of Utica. Temperatures are above freezing tonight, which means sidewalks will be wet throughout the day tomorrow. More melting snow. We don't have to worry about any patchy black ice that often forms this time of the year when temperatures climb above freezing during the day. Temperatures will stay mild tonight, and that'll be the case over the next several nights. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry. Big story here is the warmth. The average high for this time of the year is 33. We're going to be above that throughout the rest of the next 7 days, not only during the day, but also at night. That's what makes this upcoming thaw so impressive. It's not getting into the 40s, which does occasionally happen this time of the year. It's pretty hard to get days in the 40s, consecutive days in a row, but what's even more impressive, the overnight lows being near or above freezing for nights on end. It could be a whole week before temperatures fall below freezing. New Year's Eve, if you're heading out on Saturday night, the forecast is looking very much not like New Year's Eve. 45 degrees with rain showers and some patchy fog for those of you that will be traveling here on Saturday night. High pressure remains in control of our weather. It's going to continue to drive a south wind. that's going to be responsible for this prolonged thaw in central New York. Storm Tracker 2 skycast for cloudy tonight. Overnight lows again in the 30s. We'll be in the low 40s tomorrow morning. It will be a mild day with temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 40s. Passing showers possible, but I think most of the day looks dry. Tomorrow night, the weather looks mostly cloudy. Rain returns as we head into Saturday. In the morning, we're dry. We're in the low 40s, but by the afternoon, I'm expecting some rain to develop. Temperatures will briefly hit 50 before the rain arrives. And again, it looks very warm heading into Saturday night. Rainfall, looking ahead, because we're looking at snowfall melting. We're going to keep an eye on rainfall. I think we'll pick up about a half an inch of rain here heading into Saturday night and Sunday. Cloudy skies tonight down to 38. Tomorrow it is looking cloudy, a brief shower, very mild, a high of 49. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers on Saturday as well as Sunday. Temperatures remain very warm next week. Monday's high 43. We're into the 50s, perhaps even upper 50s by Wednesday. Ben, back to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. Coming up next, how one Kentucky man died as a result of the winter storm that paralyzed western New York. While authorities continue to search for and identify other potential victims, a new threat is emerging. Mike Valerio has the latest.
As the massive amount of snow from the historic blizzard that struck western New York begins to melt.
As it warms up toward the end of the week, reaches 50 degrees, we expect that there will be some flooding. We've seen these patterns before, after storms.
But officials say the flood threat may not be as bad as initially forecast.
We're not really too concerned with any flooding, although some of our districts right now are doing some snow ditching, opening up drainage inlets so that this gradual melt will take place.
Right now, officials are working to name the unidentified victims of the storm and say they expect the death toll to rise in the coming days.
Some of those families don't even know their loved one is dead yet. There are additional bodies that have been received that are believed to be blizzard deaths, but they do need to have an autopsy and additional work done.
Now, nearly 1 week after the storm hit, a driving ban in the city of Buffalo has been downgraded to a travel advisory. And at least 3 states have sent in help to get the city up and running again, which officials say has been expensive.
We're using about 2,000 gallons of diesel every 4 hours. We're really kind of spending about $1 million a day, including $1 million yesterday to open up the southern part of Buffalo.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Here at home, the snowpack is melting, and that has the Department of Public Works in Oneida County inspecting flood-prone and low-lying areas. We also checked in with Whitestown's town supervisor, Sean Coletta, who says the Sequoia Creek is in good shape there. He says there's always a concern, but right now it looks like the thaw will be gradual. I'll hear for more on that thaw for the weekend is Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Good evening, Bill.
Yeah, Ben, we're talking about warm weather here. We're also talking about ice on area bodies of water. I know we've had some cold weather. The ice is starting to form, and if you're getting really anxious to do some ice fishing, we recommend not doing that. You need at least 2 inches of ice in order for the ice to be safe to walk on. And as we see warmer temperatures, unfortunately, we're going to end up more like the person on the right here. But in all seriousness, be very careful if you're going to be heading out and about. Ice is not looking to be safe here as temperatures continue to warm up. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry. Temperatures are above freezing this evening. We are not looking at any patchy black ice forming across the area as our current temperature sits at 38 degrees. A lot warmer along the hilltop locations outside our studios here on Smith Hill. We're in the upper 40s. Heading into tonight, we're tracking some very mild temperatures, and we're down into the upper 30s here. Much warmer weather is expected to arrive as we head into the weekend, and especially early next week. A look at that forecast is coming up. Ben, back over to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. It's not New Year's Eve yet, but confetti is already raining down on Times Square. The annual confetti test got underway.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look outside from our Cabby Tower Cam overlooking the city of Utica. It's mild out there tonight. Temperatures are above freezing, and that means sidewalks will stay wet tonight as snow continues to melt. Looking at wet sidewalks tomorrow, and that will be the case over the next several days. And it is looking dry across the region and will stay dry tonight as well as tomorrow. The temperature trend. I wanted to point out some of the more unusual aspects of this upcoming thaw. It's not uncommon to get temperatures in the 40s this time of the year. We've seen that happen many times before. Getting temperatures in the 40s multiple days in a row, a little bit more uncommon. But what's really uncommon, the overnight lows. Staying above freezing is hard to do on any particular night in the middle of winter, but this could be an entire week where temperatures stay above freezing at night. So that's the really unusual part about this thaw. In addition to the warm nights, we have this extended period of warm temperatures. It is going to do a number on the snowpack across all of central New York. Heading out Saturday nights, enjoying the new year. It is not going to feel like the start of January. Temperatures will be in the mid-40s at midnight with showers and some fog to deal with. Again, this is heading into Sunday morning. So we look at the radar and satellite. We've got high pressure that's to our southeast that's going to serve as the catalyst to set the stage for this warm weather. Tonight, mostly cloudy, down into the upper 30s. We'll start out tomorrow morning dry with cloudy skies. A very gloomy day. We'll have those low gray stratus clouds throughout the afternoon. We could see a brief sprinkle too. Temperatures climb into the mid to upper 40s. The weather remains dry tomorrow night. We'll stay above freezing. On Saturday, we have a very slow-moving low-pressure system that'll bring us some late rain. We'll start out the day dry, but the rain will be arriving Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. Temperatures climb to near 50. Looking ahead to rainfall totals Saturday and into Sunday, thinking about a half an inch of rain. We'll combine that with some melting snow. I don't expect any issues with melting snow Saturday. I think our next, or a more likely spot, if we do have any flooding issues, will be in the middle of next week, where we'll have another chance for some rain. By that point, even more melting snow. Cloudy skies tonight down to 38. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, a high of 49. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunday's high 43. Monday, it's dry. It's mostly cloudy. It's 43. The weather turns even warmer for Tuesday and Wednesday. We're in the low 50s Tuesday and into the upper 50s by Wednesday afternoon. Ben, back to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. Coming up next, how one Kentucky man